Going on, guys? Tony Hannity's here from LazyTechGuys.com, and we're taking a look at the Fitbug Orb. Not Fitbit, not to be confused with the other company. Fitbug apparently came before Fitbit, but that's neither here nor there. This is the Orb. In fact, this is one of two, accessories that come with the Orb when you buy it, which is the armband. The other option is the belt band, or belt clip, I guess. And the orb itself is literally this orb. It runs off of a button battery, so you don't ever have to recharge it. And when you do, it's after a few months, if not a whole year. The orb is supposed to allow you to track your heart rate, your calories, your steps, how much aerobic time you have, and even track you when you sleep if you turn it into sleep mode. With the respective application on iOS and Android, the nice thing about it as well, you have the ability to see a more graphically integrated view of how you do on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. And with connecting it with other popular applications like MyFitnessPal, you can also aggregate all of your caloric information in conjunction with your food intake and everything else that you might want to track. The big question is, for $50, how good is this? It's terrible. I would love to say this is the best thing, way better than the other Fitbit and all the other Fitbands that I've tried, but this has been one of the most problematic fitness bands that I've tried, and I've tried a few. So first and foremost, I was really excited that for only $50, you get the option of being able to put this on your belt or on a wrist. That's cool. This, right off the bat, was a little bit more bang for the buck. But one thing I also noticed was when I click on the on switch, that's all you really have. There's no other light indication except for the green light and then sometimes a yellow light or orange light. But there's no easy way to know that, does this stagnant green mean it's on? Or is it pairing? Or is it refreshing? I don't have any idea exactly what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. So then you go to the application itself on iOS or Android, hoping that you would get a little bit more answers from there. You don't. And to make matters worse, this is Bluetooth 4.0 LE. That's fine. But when you use other Bluetooth devices like a Bluetooth headset or Bluetooth speaker, and you have this connected, I guess, in the LE background, so to speak, it constantly disconnects your speaker or your headphone, but this stays the priority. And you might think, oh, it's just your phone. I've tried it with multiple phones. So I have no idea exactly. Maybe it's this device itself and this is defective, but for whatever the case may be, that is just a really bad user experience. I'm at the gym using this to count my steps, listen to music, but then the music disconnects because, well, this takes priority. Sorry, but my music is really important. So let's take a look at the app. All right, so this is the Fitbug app, and I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. When it's connected and turned on, you're able to synchronize your, how many steps you've taken, tells you how many minutes that is. Lets you know if you're in your pre-designated zone, I guess like 100 to 150 steps per minute. Right now I'm at a rest. And, how many aerobic stuff that you've done, running, jogging, your distance, your calories. And then if you move over here, also gives you kind of your nutritional or a readout as well too. You have down here your history. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of history in this app because, as I've mentioned before, this is not a very good product. It doesn't always connect when I think it's connected. But in any event, on the days that it did work, this is how many steps I took during those days. And, if I missed it or if I had exceeded my goals, as you can see here, those are my goal is, I think, 3,000 steps, and I superseded those goals there. And this would be showing me how many times out of the month I've actually categorized and tracked my daily aerobic use and caloric intake. I can set my goals here. This is the area in which you can see like how you're sleeping. Unfortunately, however, even when I put the Fitbug Orb into sleep mode, it doesn't track my sleeping. So I don't know what that's all about. And then you can have multiple devices all connected through the application itself. But the app itself, it's buggy, it's laggy. And the other thing, I don't know when this is connected to my phone, or rather connected to the Orb, because there are two things here. So in the notification shade, you have this little pink bar, and that pink bar doesn't tell you anything. It's just a pink bar, and it doesn't ever go away. And you would think, oh, the fact that there's a pink bar means that it is connected and it's communicating with one another, but it's not. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. There's no real way, because I've seen the pink bar there, and I've made 3,000 steps, and the application says I've taken 4 steps. Like, then what's the point of having this pink bar there, taking up space, giving me false information if it doesn't even work? The only time that I've seen any other like light indication on here is not the pink bar in the notification shade, but this pink bar next to the word today, and that will go on. So there, it goes on now, but then after a few moments, see it's pulsing right now, but after a few moments it'll go back to gray, and I have no idea what that means. Although it says it's been uploaded, it doesn't seem to save it properly, and it doesn't seem to have a standard method of letting you know that it's being uploaded or refreshing on its own. So, yeah, not a fan whatsoever. The Fitbug Orb, again, I really wanted this to be a win, but unfortunately this is a complete fail. The battery life, I don't even know if it's on half the time. I don't know when it is or isn't tracking me. It's never tracked my sleep. I've done exactly as the instructions have told me in order to track my sleep, and I wake up the next day and it just doesn't have any indication that it's been able to track such a metric. So I would not recommend this whatsoever. Would I say go to a Fitbit or Android Wear? Well, that's up to you. Just unfortunately stay away from the Fitbug. So that's it for me. If you have any other questions or comments, complaints, concerns, any of that, leave that in the comment section below here on this YouTube video, or hit us up on lazytechguys.com. If you have anything else that you'd like us to cover, let us know as well. But that's it for now, and we'll talk to you guys.